This video I'm going to show you guys how to level out tow mirrors on my '06 GMC Sierra. I got this side done and I would say it looks a lot better. I don't like when it's winged up. I like it a little more level. So I'll show you guys how to do the driver's side, and that side's already done, so I'll go step by step, show you guys how to do it. First, you guys need to get to the 3 bolts right here that hold the mirrors on. So how to do that is just yank this off. There's 2 clips and then a little clip that holds it on. Take out the foam, and then there's the 3 bolts. So once that's done, take a 10mm ratchet and unloosen all the bolts. Now I'm going to be taking off the bolts so I can get to the other side of the mirror on the outside. So loosen them up, and then I'm going to take the bolts off, and the mirror will kind of hang, so be careful. Okay, I have the 3 bolts out on the inside. So now what we're going to do is just take the mirror off a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is put like 2 washers right there on the top bolt, depending on how your mirrors are. Just kind of space it out. So I'll do that, and then I'll bolt it back up, and I'll show you guys how it looks after. So now I got my washer. This is all I'm going to use. On the other side I used 2, but this side there's a little more of a gap here. I'll tell you guys why later. But I'm going to try 3 washers and then see how it looks on the outside. Because if there's a huge gap like this, then that doesn't look good. I don't think that's really cool. Okay, so I have the 3 washers in there, and as you see, that's a little bit too much of a gap. So I'm gonna try putting 2, and then we'll see how that looks, but definitely just gotta play with it and see what looks good. So now I got the 3 bolts on, and I put 2 washers in, and there's not too much of a gap here. I think that's fine. It's a little bit of a gap, but not too bad. But now that we look at it, the mirror is now tilted down like this. So the reason it's like that is I stuck a screwdriver and pulled this cover off, and I put a bolt right there. If you can see, there's not one here. So that's why my mirrors right now, there's a pretty significant gap right there. So I'm gonna take that bolt out. It's on both sides over here and over there. I'm gonna take those out and then put washers and kind of do the same thing. I don't know how many you're gonna go, but whatever looks the best, whatever you guys think is what I'm gonna put there, and then I'll show you what to do after that. So now how you take this bolt off, it's simply just a 9mm, get it on, and then you take this bolt completely out, but you just loosen the bottom ones, and then you put the washers right in here, however many you want, so you don't have a gap there, and so it's level. So you gotta get the perfect amount, but yeah, just take those top one off, and then unloosen that, and then put washers in between here to get it level. I have finished putting in the washers and taking out the bolts. So I went from this to just some crush washers in there, because that's all I could find that would fit. They do have to be smaller washers since it's a tight spot, but yeah, it's perfectly level. And I fixed the gap right in here. Looks a lot better. So now I'm gonna go test fit the cover and see if I need to grind any of it away so it'll clip on perfectly, but I'll test it and then we'll continue on. So now that I test fitted this on, it's not fitting perfect. As you see, there's a gap here. So it's hitting right here to about the middle. So I'm going to grind some of this plastic cover off, and then it should fit on perfectly. So just like the rest of the stuff, just kind of grind a little bit, test fit it, and then see if it fits. So I'm using this grinder and simply just grind some of it away. And then after you're done grinding it away, test fit it, see if it fits. and then keep on doing the same thing. Okay, I got lucky, and my first time was all I needed. There's a little gap, but I think it'll be okay. But I would say looks good. So there's no gap there, just a little there. Right there's not too bad, but they are both pretty level. All that's left now is to take this piece and put it back on. All I gotta do is put this clip in first, and then line the other two up, as you see, and just kind of smack them in. So that's how to level out mirrors.